So I try to push ASQ to my cloud, my program servers, but it seems not that easy. So what I can do is I can just change the destination for a second, just to see if it's working or not. So destination will be time x, for example, and we can just plan for it. This one is basically look up for the VM group in the private key. If it's not known, then we can just add it here. And we already know that this private key will be used in all the virtual machine. That's one more question is how can I update the host name? The one of the way to do this is you can actually using an DNS servers, create a custom DNS servers, and you put the name server there, and then you don't need the host name anymore. I think that's quite a good thing. I had never tried that. Okay, interesting. Let me check. Series time, and you can see the private key here. So it's pretty weird. I never thought that this is actually working. Let me just try again for a second time. Okay, I just realized there's no root directory. So I'm not sure why. Actually, I'm not very sure why I go use to home root, because home only have qt, so we should remove this anyways. But this is a good thing. We can change the permission here, so I think it's a lot better than using remote state. So I think we can just remove this one. So let me try again. So the directory is not exist, that's why it's failing. Very understandable. So one thing I can do is here, let's go back here and recommit. So basically I just trying to push the private key to the ansible servers, and yeah. My real question here, how can I update etc host? I think not yet. I have never tried this one. I have 2 DNS servers for this one. I think it will be best if we can do it. So yeah. Okay, yeah, so I'm able to publish the private key to my directory. So if I go to root ansible, and if I go to c2sh, and you can see the ansible private key here. And if I using another user called et and ctsh, I have a private key here as well. So if I go to other node like not what 20, let me check for the data here. The lowest node will be 192.168, 1 and 201. Okay, I think the public key is wrong for some reason. Could be the public key as well. I'm not sure. Let me check for the public key there as well. Just for a second. So if I go to SSH quickly, and this IP addresses. Let me check real quick. Okay. So I had two authorized key here, but for some reason why, I'm not sure why, but it seems like I'm not able to using this private key. Oh, okay. So basically, this private key is not a default key. I have to how can I set it to a default key? There's actually one way to do that, which is I update an SSH config file to use this ansible key as a default key. So I'm not sure if there's other option, but one of my thing is I can basically I can update an SSH config. I don't know when I could either choose to change my config file, something like this one, or I reload. I think that's one of the options I can have, like creating a config file and creating rules, something like this, for all host name that is the end with the VT, for example. I can just go with a host name. I think just use host O, host name O, and you can use this identify for home qt ansible, something like that. I'm not sure it's actually working, but for this case I can let me try to SSH to it. Yeah, so I cannot use this one. I have to use something like ansible VM, for example. Maybe just 201, I think. Yeah. I'm not sure. Okay, so this is host name where can I SSH to it. So this one could be helpful in some way. I mean, in case I want to, I want to in case I want to have some kind of host name, I can add to it. I think this host name could be reasonable. I'm not 100% sure, but let's give it a try. Right, I can. This is global server 2, and host name is obviously. If you deny me from access it, I have to go with the correct local name. Okay, it has to be this. I think it's the same, apply same for the root user. So the point is I need to add some kind of record like this one, so I can access SSH to it. So another option I can use is for any IP addresses in this kind of host name, I can use this identify as a default SSH key. So yeah, let me try this. If I don't want to do that, I can just simply use something like star, for example. Another is star, I think. Question mark? No? Yeah, question mark. And I can choose one. So this means if I just like this one, I'm not sure, I'm not sure. So I think all the hosts could use this one, and the host name, I think we don't have a host name. Okay, I think that is that simple. So every user can just simply use that. But in this, the only thing I'm worried about, which is I have to edit the host name, and I have to add a record something like version 2 and then pressing the IP addresses, and then now I can access that browser. Okay, I just append a host name from that one. So pt not pt, sorry guys, browser 2, and then you access to this host anyways. So the key takeaway here, I think, is that you have to update the ET host. That is the first thing I need to do. The second thing I need to do is I need to update the config file, and the no host. So this one is really important. I have to add this one anyways as a default identify. So one of my things I would do in this particular case, which I will construct a file, maybe some kind of template, and then I render and then I upload it to the SSH server. In this case, is the ansible servers. So what I would do is create another file, and we can read the content from it. So instead of doing something like this, I can do something like SSH config tf template. And in this case, I do is very simple. I want to know the private key and the host name. Let me try using it as root. Can I now we have to do it for yeah, can I access to QTS API too? So you have to have your own config file here as well, because without it you cannot use it. So if I copy from home qt as config to root sh, now can you do it again? I think it's really depend. The first thing you need to do is to direct the path. So here I think we do something similar to this guy. We have to add the path to that directory, which is this variable, I think. And the key name. The way I do it, I will just do the content and do some kind of template file, right? Something like this one. And something change will be this one, rather. So what I would say is yeah, just do a config, and the variable will be very different from time to time. Well, so in this case, the config path will be I would say config path will be home qt, yeah, and then the product key name, will be this one. So in this specific case, I need to configure the product key name. This is the first thing. I think the destination is quite clear. I have nothing to worry about that. It's similar to the place, like this guy. Okay. And also this is a root. Sorry guys. So it should be this guy instead. Yeah, so it should be in home qt and config. That is the destination. Similar to the root directory. There's no doubt about that. So this time we will definitely the root, and we want to make sure destination is the root as well. When we render it out, it will be definitely root and home.qt. That's the directory. So let's add some command here. Let's add some command here for a second. So this is our config file, and this one is the add sh key file. Okay, so that's the reason why I cannot explain or something like that. Anyways, this is upload the product key. The good thing is that now I can just run touch the YubiKey here, and then that's one, I think. So there's some error here, I guess. So there's no file the template. I think I typed the name wrong. It should be config tf template. I'm missing the letter T, which is quite weird. Yeah. I think the SSH ID, I think we do this one. This one is basically adding this after an again, I think. Yeah. So my very next thing when I want to do is definitely I want to try some kind of DNS servers that actually working. I'm not sure if Pi-hole has some kind of Terraform, but no, I don't really want to focus on Terraform right now. For things like this one, I choose to do everything using it's rather simple. It's rather simple, I would say. So let me check this really quick. So I already see that we already add the config file. So let me check. Yep. So the renders config file should be stored somewhere, but I don't really want to do that. I just want to upload it directly. So I think for now it's good. I think I would change this to 400, and I will just destroy everything and try to run it again. I think Pi-hole is a very good one, but I also see that there's other option could be useful, could be really useful. So I look at this one. I actually look at the Power DNS. I think it's quite a good thing. So I think we can use Power DNS for Terraform. One of the most important thing I think here in this case is resource. So we want to have the record and we want to have the zone. I think DS zone is pretty cool. I cannot deny that, but I don't have to use this one. So having DNS zone is okay. I'm not really sure about the name server part. the zone is okay. I mean, I can create any kind of record here, and I'm not sure. So I haven't tried. I haven't ever tried to use Power DNS zone. So I can give a try on it. Okay, so this is good enough. I think we have everything uploaded. I think the right key and things like that. Let me try again. Okay, that's strange. So I think the authorize key has some problem. So I think it's because of the okay, that's strange. Okay. So what I would do is change it to sig for 4. I'm not sure 100%, but you can give a shot about it. And we run it again. Oh no, sorry. We should destroy everything and come on, man. So anyways, yeah. So the main things here, I'm not sure about the host zone. I really want just to have a simple DS zone server, but we can try with the Power DNS in Ubuntu just to give it a shot. And if it's actually working, then it's really good, Holy shit, this is actually a lot more complicated than I thought it should be. So we basically have to set up on Power DNS servers. We have to put in the server URL and the API key as well. So I'm not really sure. I mean, that is necessarily to that complicated. So you have to have the NDS servers run before you have some kind of you know what, I just want to use Docker's the compose for that. I don't want to spend too much time on this kind of shit, but for any reason I think can we have something more simple in this one, like just run Docker image, I think it's that. It's okay, you can request if you have access to this um, DNS server, you change a lot of things, including my DNS record, and that definitely will affect my ansible node to really navigate around. So I honestly speaking with you that the only benefit of Power DNS is actually you configure the host name for all of my private servers to declare it. So that's my goal at the moment, to really just declare everything in the same place. So running a Docker Power DNS, I mean running copy this file to the remote server and actually running it is I think that's a good idea. But to really use it, I need to make sure that server is running first, and then I can just configure my own DNS servers. So just to draw this in a way that is more easy to describe to all of us. Alright. Okay. I will just go to my I just draw it to you guys. So the DNS servers will basically, it's just a DNS server node, and then change the text size to be higher. So the way this DNS server work is basically you have maybe a 155 this IP address of the DNS server node, and then all the other node like ansible node, worker node, master node, etcd, load balancers, and I think that's pretty much it. Will be yeah. All this guy, I mean, we'll pointing to this first DNS node, as a DNS servers. So the concept is very simple. You have to point into it to really retrieve on DNS servers. So we have to set up this one first before you set up anything else, including the ansible node. Even my computers, I have to update it myself. So all this node will go to this DNS servers, this custom DNS servers, and I think it's called power DNS, and asking for the DNS resolving. So I think it's really useful if you really have some kind of record and store here, and you configure it for all the server without manually update the existing host. Okay, let me just go to this Ansible for a second time. I think it is working now. Okay, see you guys next video, and we will continue talking about this kind of things, this DNS or this server.